everyone, welcome back to W.A.M Tutoring with Miss Mina. So today we are going to focus on learning styles. Do you know your learning style? Do you think you even have a learning style? We're going to find out today. Now, I know you may have come across boring lecturers, boring teachers, for somehow, some reason, you're not learning in the class. But that's okay. I'm going to show you some ways. When you go home, you can incorporate it so that you can make learning fun, especially biology. Right, so there are many different learning styles that can fall into four main categories. What are those four main categories? Visual, auditory, read or write, or kinesthetic. So looking at that, I know you could not have put yourself into one category. So you are free to incorporate any amount of learning styles that you wish. Let's look at the best way to learn biology. True fact. V for visual, A for auditory, R for reading, and K for kinesthetic. So if you're visual, you learn through the eyes, right? So you utilize charts, videos such as this one, slides such as this, diagrams, and graphs. So if you look on the left-hand side, you will see 5 charts. I have about 3 of them. Yeah, I have about 3 of them at home on the wall. Right? Auditory, therefore you learn by being heard or by speaking, right? The myth is that all auditory learners learn from the first time they hear any information. Not all. Some of them are blessed to hear something one time and then it click. For others, repetition is needed. So saying things out loud, repetition, of course, talking in lectures and group discussion, incorporating acronyms and catchy phrases, as well as adding music or beats to learning. So I'm not sure if you all remember this TV show with Kiki Palmer. It's called Spelling Bee. And I remember when she was, I believe it was in the finals, and she had a word to spell, and she started skipping. And everyone was confused on why she started skipping. But when they flash back, they show you that's how she learned to spell the word. So therefore, she just regurgitated, what was learned. Right? Reading/writing, you learn better when the information is in words. A fact is that they are exceptionally well on written assignments. You may have come across someone, they don't really speak, but somehow when it's time to go pen on paper, they are amazing. And you have to wonder, I wonder if they cheat. No, they just good at reading or writing. That is their learning style. All right, so they read a lot of books and, of course, note taking. And then kinesthetic, they learn by doing. So they're more hands-on. A fact about them is that they try to touch everything, everything they try to touch. All right. So they make models. You can use plasticine to make models. You can use mothballs. You can use anything. Once it's making a model, so therefore you'll learn by doing that. Right, incorporate body movement. So let's just say we are focusing on the agonist and the antagonist muscle. You want to know which one is contracting, which one is relaxing. You actually feel to see, to experience that contraction happening and which one is relaxing. Laboratory work. In school, you're always by the lab. You're the first one in the line by the lab. All right, 3D, 4D diagrams. I actually have about 3 or 4 of those at home, actually, 3D and 4D diagrams. And COMA, I came up with this acronym. It's communication and attitude. So basically what it's saying is that it's communication on a higher level. So nature learners, they learn when in a calm, relaxing environment. They can be auditory, visual, or kinesthetic. With nature learners, the other learning styles can be secondary learning styles. So let's just say their main learning style is visual. So they go outside and, they're looking at whatever their task is, right? But there's breeze blowing, there's birds chirping, there's a plane in the sky. All of those other factors has a lot to do with the concentration right? Social linguistic learners, they learn by socializing. They can be auditory or visual. This one I learned later down in life. I realized it about a few years ago. I had a friend when I was going custard. We were like a puzzle, fall into place perfectly. So we usually learn by communicating with each other. So sometimes I will read something and she will sit there and listen. When she sit there and listen, that's how she learns. When I read, that's how I learn. And then we start a whole conversation on what was read. So, we are both benefiting. We could have not understood why, but all we know, it was working. And if you know custard, your main aim is to get out, right? Solitary learners, they prefer to do it alone. I actually recognize a lot of these individuals, especially in the tertiary field. Once the lecturer say group work, they say nope, no, right? So they prefer to do it alone. They prefer to do it by themselves. So we have now come to the end of learning styles. I'm sure you can pinpoint my learning style by the end of this video. All right. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for listening. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, turn your post notification on, as more videos will be coming, more interesting information, a lot of stuff for you to gravitate to. Bye, guys.